Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. Good to see you again.
It's always nice to see you, Fatima. And let me begin by first congratulating you on this amazing achievement, the launch of a new financial cluster. How do you feel about it?
Thank you, Muhammad. It's really an exciting moment, not just for us, but for Abu Dhabi's economic direction. We have been working behind the scenes with our local partners and the global partners to finally bring this to the life.
Amazing. Now, looking at the big picture, why do you think it's the right time for Abu Dhabi to take this step?
Honestly, the timing couldn't be better. Financial services globally are evolving, and they need to keep up with the new sectors shaping modern economies. Today, you have mobility, biotech, AI, and massive SMEs activities. None of these sectors will grow without having modern financial infrastructure.
Absolutely.
You can't scale clean energy without transition finance, and you can't go deep tech company without alternative capital, and you can't support talent mobility when simply long-term saving don't exist. So when you ask whether this is the right time for Abu Dhabi, the reality is Abu Dhabi already has the strong foundation to be a global financial hub, and staying ahead means anticipating what's the next 2 decades will require. And that's why Abu Dhabi designed a financial services cluster, focusing on future sectors, future regulation, and the future capital flows. The proof of it here is Abu Dhabi is already sitting on $1.7 trillion in sovereign entities. So it's natural to move from capital allocation to ecosystem building.
Absolutely. We are actually seeing trends globally with capital flows, changing the way they move around the world. Because at the end of the day, investors are looking for stable, highly regulated and respected financial hubs. And I think Abu Dhabi's move to build a future-friendly or a future-ready hub is absolutely perfectly timed. Now, let's move to the heart of the matter of today's discussion, which is FIDA. What is it? And how does it align with Abu Dhabi's future growth potential?
So FIDA essentially is on Abu Dhabi's financial service cluster. It covers fintech, insurance, digital, and alternative assets. It's connect regulator, global investment finance, and fintech innovator SMEs into one coherent structure. So FIDA acts as a backbone for Abu Dhabi's economic transformation, enabling businesses to scale with confidence. And it plays the same role in diversification journey like other clusters plays, but from the financial side. And it connects our local partners like Central Bank, Abu Dhabi Pension Fund, Security Commodities and Authority, and other players with the global partners into a unified platform. With FIDA, we have 5 segments where we are focusing on to shape Abu Dhabi's financial landscape. The first segment is on fintech and digital assets, including digital payment, embedded finance, tokenization, RegTech, and digital assets institutional. The second segment is on insurance and pension, which is including specialized insurance, reinsurance hub, and long-term saving and pension to retain talent and create capital. The third segment on assets and wealth management, the aim actually to attract international global managers, alternative investment and family offices to grow their AUM from Abu Dhabi. And the fourth segment is on green transition and ESG, focusing on climate financing transition, ESG verification, and transition commodities. The fifth segment is on SMEs financing, basically including debt, equity, and alternative capital to bridge the gaps between SMEs and lenders. So it's the full picture. You need a clear regulation, long-term saving and pension that people rely on, strong insurance and reinsurance, digital payment system, and right investment platform. When all of these pieces come together, you have a global financial hub where it will serve real industries.
That integration is critical. Well-coordinated and integrated ecosystems like FIDA reduce friction and support growth potential of any economy. I wish you all the very best there. Now, stepping back from FIDA for a moment, why do you think Abu Dhabi is well positioned globally to capture this role?
Actually, Mohamed, why not Abu Dhabi? Because at the end of the day, it's a combination of stability, long-term vision, and serious institutional partners. Today, Abu Dhabi has ADGM, one of the most advanced regulatory environments in the world. It's the fastest financial center in the region, with over 11,000 licenses and 42% year-on-year growth in AUM in H1 2025. Abu Dhabi's capital is the most open one, with 40% of ADX investors are actually coming from overseas.
Interesting.
And with all of that in the place, innovation comes very natural. We have Hub 71 and Abu Dhabi Accelerator, where they already support more than 2,000 startups to plug them into the ecosystem. Abu Dhabi also home for 27 CBAS agreement to enabling companies, and it's making their businesses easier to export from Abu Dhabi. And a good example on how Abu Dhabi bring this ecosystem together is Abu Dhabi Finance Week. It's hosted more than 20,000 global leaders, and which is represent $42.5 trillion in assets. And this gives you a sense of how credible and trusted Abu Dhabi has become.
No, I could not agree more with you. I mean, Abu Dhabi Finance Week is becoming such a global phenomenon, and we were proud as PGIM to be a strategic sponsor of the event itself. It adds more to us than it adds to Abu Dhabi. Now, finally, Fatima, looking at the future, how do you define success for FIDA? And how does it, again, help Abu Dhabi present its capabilities to the world?
Well, for us, success is bold and measurable. FIDA's ambition is to position Abu Dhabi as a global financial hub and advance the financial infrastructure. By 2045, the cluster aims to contribute 56 billion dirham in direct GDP.
MashaAllah.
8,000 skilled jobs across fintech, asset management, and others. Attract at least 17 billion dirham in investment, and becoming a launchpad for fintech and digital companies. And within FIDA, we aim to have a regulatory environment that serve UAE nationals, expat SMEs, and others. So ultimately, the vision is to position Abu Dhabi as a global benchmark in 21st century financial infrastructure, where the real capital deployed into real opportunities.
Amazing. From a global allocator's perspective, I can tell you that this is very compelling. Abu Dhabi is increasingly seen as a deployment hub, not just as a source of capital. It will continue to be one of the biggest investors in the world, but also it creates something missing in the Middle East and regionally in the emerging market and what we call the global south. I wish you all the very best, and inshallah from one success to the other. Thank you, Fatima.
It has nice conversation. Thank you, Mohamed.
Shukran.